I know. You already know how to look up words in a dictionary, and I'll try not to repeat what you already know. But I've discovered that students aren't always aware of everything they need to know, which is why I'm making this introduction. The first thing you need to know is that every electronic dictionary, just like its printed counterpart, will have two kinds of information. One kind of information is the word list. That's the dictionary part with the spellings and the definitions and so on. The other part is called the front matter. It's called front matter because in a print dictionary, it would be located on the pages in the front. Usually, the front matter includes information like what do the abbreviations mean, how are the meanings organized, and so on. This dictionary has front matter here in the table of contents, which you can get to from the Features menu. So let's look up a word. I'm going to look up the word nap. Some key features here. The head word, that's what we call the main entry. This is what would be in boldface in the left margin in a print dictionary, and it's what the entry would be alphabetized under. The pronunciation of the word is given here. Now be aware that most dictionaries, including this one, do not use the IPA characters we're learning in this class. For one thing, many dictionaries were developed before the IPA, so they've developed their own pronunciation symbols. For another thing, many people don't know how to use the IPA anyway. So dictionaries like to use their own systems that they think are easier. Even if you find another dictionary that uses IPA symbols, that dictionary might use the symbols slightly differently than we do, or it might list pronunciations from other English-speaking countries such as England or Canada. So never think that you can just copy-paste from a dictionary into your transcription homework. However, you can use the dictionary transcription to determine how the word is supposed to be pronounced, and then transcribe that correct pronunciation in IPA. You can hear the word pronounced by clicking the link. It downloads from the internet, so it sometimes takes a little while. Or you can figure out what the pronunciation symbols mean, and then transliterate those symbols into IPA symbols. How do you figure out what the dictionary pronunciation symbols mean? Check the front matter. In the left toolbar, under Features, you can select the pronunciation key. Back to nap. You'll see that the dictionary has several entries for nap. They're labeled with this little superscript number. So we have nap 1, nap 2, nap 3, nap 4, and so on. Each of these entries are different words. They're different unrelated words that just happen to look and sound the same. So for example, nap 1 ultimately comes from the Old English hnapian, but nap 2 comes from the Middle Dutch word for tablecloth, nap 3 comes from the French word for cover, and so on. Inside each entry, you can see the different meanings for that word. These meanings are called senses in dictionary jargon. They're labeled and grouped according to their parts of speech. So here we have the noun sense, then we have two intransitive verb senses. How do you know what those abbreviations mean? Check the front matter. How do you know what order the senses are listed in? Check the front matter. Click Features, browse Table of Contents, and then Guide to the Dictionary. The etymology is listed in square brackets right after all the senses, and following that are any other versions of the word, idioms using the word, interesting facts about the word's history, and so on. Note that this information can vary from dictionary to dictionary, depending on what that dictionary's researchers have concluded. An entry may also have labels like slang. Different dictionaries use different labels, and the label meanings can be nuanced. For example, what's the difference between obsolete and archaic? Or between non-standard and slang? How do you find out? Check the front matter. This dictionary also lets you do wildcard searches. You can find out how to do those searches in the Help section. Choose Help, Contents, and Index. Happy dictionarying!